Let's be honest about church communications. When you mention the word marketing in a ministry setting, the reaction is often visceral. Many leaders would sooner set fire to a strategic plan than risk appearing like a corporate brand. That instinct is rooted in a sincere desire for purity. The mission is to glorify Christ, not to spend the church's time and energy on self-promotion or building a pastor's personal platform. However, there is a difference between vanity and effective delivery. As the saying goes, the Bible doesn't need packaging, but sometimes God's people do. Over the next few minutes, we will outline a 4-step digital outreach framework. This system is designed to help your message reach the right people, using tools your in-house team can manage themselves. To move forward, we have to look past the marketing label. Rethinking our communication methods is a necessary part of stewarding the resources and the message we've been given. Step 1 is redefining the communicator's role. Traditionally, ministry focus remains inside the church walls: sermon prep, theology, and pastoral care. But the people you are trying to reach are spending their time in a digital landscape. This creates friction. For decades, tasks like press releases and media coordination were seen as advertising, a secular distraction from real spiritual work. We need to see this differently. The person bridging the gap between the pulpit and the public is a pastor publicist, a role that combines ministry heart with strategic communication. This diagram shows where that role lives. It requires a foot in both worlds, the timeless truths of faith and the evolving tools of the digital world. The overlap is where your outreach becomes effective. Stepping into that intersection fulfills an essential modern calling: cutting through cultural noise to ensure the gospel is actually heard by the community. Step 2 requires a hard look at the budget. Most church outreach functions like a blanket, covering as much ground as possible without knowing if the message is actually landing. Legacy methods, from untargeted mailers to broad local ads, often reach thousands of people who will never visit your campus. This creates a massive, unseen drain on the church's finite funds. A consistent pattern emerges. 80% of typical church media spending fails to produce a single connection with a new visitor. But the remaining 20% is where the life is. Focusing on channels your community actually uses yields nearly all of your results. The immediate goal is to identify the ineffective 80% and stop funding it. You have to be willing to cut the programs that aren't bringing people into a relationship with the church. This level of honesty is what true stewardship looks like. By cutting the waste, you save money and protect the sanity of your staff, allowing them to focus on what actually works. Step 3 is about the visitor's first impression. You likely spend hours ensuring your physical lobby is clean, your greeters are friendly, and your signage is clear for a Sunday morning. Today, your online front door is your website and social media. This is where the first visit happens. That digital experience must be just as welcoming and easy to navigate as your physical lobby. This follows the strategy of the Apostle Paul, who wrote, "I have become all things to all people, so that by all possible means I might save some." We optimize our digital presence to speak the language of our neighbors. Step 4 is about who handles the work. Many churches think they need an expensive external agency to be professional, but agencies rarely understand the specific heart of your local community. Instead, focus on strategies your internal team can manage. Using in-house staff ensures that your outreach stays authentic and that your budget stays under your own control. When you own the strategy in-house, your digital presence becomes a genuine reflection of your church's unique culture, rather than a generic corporate template. We've moved from a place of hesitation to a clear role for the pastor publicist. The framework is simple: cut the 80